Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to a new video. I'm accompanied with Chazu, and we're gonna go over all our Guild War defenses, talking about what we think about it and how to improve it or what people go against it.
Hey guys.
And furthermore, we have some farming, me doing some farming for your enjoyment. So, first defense from Scalin. Or Exhalin, not sure how to pronounce it. But first demons Rambos, Kumar, Galleon. Like my first view on it is like I feel like it's missing buff removal because I feel like if anyone would take a Chloe against you, they can just wait your big cooldowns off and then just kind of defeat you without so much trouble. But it's very tanky, so I'm not 100% sure, but if I would fight it, I would just pick off Galleon. So I would probably, if I would run this, I'd probably replace Vermos with some kind of AoE buff remover. That's at least what I would do. Don't know, how would you attack this? Chokazu.
Well, when I'm honest now, I could even cover that properly.
Yeah, for example, like Randy, Copper, Chloe, you just save, you just pick off one of the units.
Yeah, it's a bit risky that your copper team dies. Well, you can beat it, but it's risky that your copper team dies because Kumar is a bitch.
And that's true, but you could, like Kumar is a bit annoying, but you could take off, first off you could take off Galleon, and then second off just work on Vermos.
Yeah.
I mean, Copper won't really die of the Beast Monk. Well,
Yeah,
unlikely at least.
Yeah, without a defense break, no way.
Yeah, since you pick off, so I mean, it's very tanky, so that it can survive quite a bit of damage. But overall, I think it would be better if it has like a Chiwu or a Bra or what's it called? Maybe even Orion, even though it's not really a buff remover. Or maybe Aquilia, something like that could work out.
I think what would be a fun team could be like Orion and Balladion, or even just change it to Galleon lead and put Orion Balladion in.
Yeah.
Because the beast monks are usually on revenge, and well, you can build Bella on revenge as well.
True.
And I know nobody that attacks the beast monk first, so when they do something like an AoE or something, Bella revenges and with luck the beast monk as well. And then they're fucked because defense break and the revenge from Kumar will hurt.
Yeah, it makes the team a lot faster if there's an Orion or a Belladon because they get an attack boost once in a while. So let's talk about his second round. What I've actually been thinking, I like the threat there is there, but I was thinking there's like so many passives you want to silence. So if someone puts a Thessarian in that's tanky, he can do well against this, probably gonna win. But I was thinking you could maybe just like put in something to make the team more resilient against that.
When I see that team, it seems easy, but when there is only will runes on Chazu, you're fucked.
Yeah, so that's exactly like you just want to have some real runes on the, so you cannot really get fucked over at the beginning.
Because when they bring Thessarian and the Thessarian attacks something, and the monkey revenges, and I don't know, and the monkey revenges because Camilla will go for him for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, I've built my Thessarian, for example, tanky, so as long as there's no defense break on him, which it can be put on, but since he's fire, the monkey won't attack it. He can just tank Camilla, and the monkey is kind of a threat, but if I just start off with him, get him out of the way, and I'm like kind of safe. So, I mean, Thessarian is kind of a hard counter to the defense, But if you don't run a deep or if you don't run a tanky Thessarian, people will have troubles facing this. So it's not a bad defense.
I wouldn't attack it, to be honest.
Well, I think it's overall I think it's good, but I would like to see like will set on Chazu.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, let's go.
Else you could try to bomb it and just ignore the bomb on Camilla.
Yeah. That's actually very valuable. Yeah. Let's go to the next. We got quite some to go. So Koba, I actually like his first defense because knowing that he has a fast Bernard, he can pick off a unit. It might not win, but it will definitely put some people losing some units. So I wouldn't change it, to be honest. And his second defense is also fucking annoying. So I actually like Koba's defenses.
The second defense is like mine. I had it a long time, and I think it should work pretty well. I don't know.
You just want to make sure that Orion is like fast.
Yeah, and on will.
Yeah, fast will. Well, you could go swift or you could go violent, but just on will. That will make it pretty damn good. So I kind of like Koba's defense.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm not sure if the Bethany does enough damage, but
well, her last skill, if she ignores defense, it's something is gonna die. So it does. I believe it does enough, like more like 50k or something. If it ignores defense, it's like 30 to 40k. But nothing too much to add on to that.
Yeah, I like it.
So let's go to Rambos. First defense, I don't know. I've seen it a lot, and usually what I do is just run some sort of YOLO combo in it, where I can kill Galleon and Belladon like first turn, and then Perna has revived, but that's...
I think I got a fast solution on that.
Yeah.
When I see it, I would just change Belladon and Chazu, and both defenses are pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually an option indeed. Because then you... Although I don't dislike having Chazu in the second one either, but I think Bella will do that job just fine. But I think that's a good one, yeah, to just switch Bella with Chazu. And maybe on the second defense, putting Will on Theomars might help out quite a bit, because people will focus your Theomars there constantly.
Will is pretty good on Theomars there, yeah. And on Perna in the first one.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's actually what I forgot to say, but Perna needs will runes in this setup. Even if Chazu is there, you want will runes, otherwise he's gonna just get raped.
Yep.
But further off, there's just... I would also suggest switching these around and putting will on Perna at least, and if possible on Theomars as well.
Yeah, and Chazu.
Yeah.
Because then they are kind of fucked, because they can't one-shot Perna and Chazu. And then it's even hard if they can kill the Galleon in the first turn.
Yeah, for right now, like if I would attack his second round, I would definitely go... well, since I have Thessarian, I will go Thessarian, some DPSer, probably Lachmaron or something, and some sort of healer, and just fuck Theomars over and over and over. And there's no other threat, so that's what I would do on the second round. Pretty easy win. But if there's a Belladon in there, there's a bit more annoying.
Then even the Brian can kill off people with a second skill.
Yeah, exactly, and the heal debuff is annoying then as well. Like without, there's no big threat. I mean, you cannot rely on Theomars' defense break there, because he will be focus fired.
I guess I don't have to say that you need like 50% accuracy on Death Knights as well, but that should be common.
Yeah, well, I mean, people do tend to forget that on some units, because they use like Brian for Despair in TOA and just a bunch of health and some speed, but that's it.
Yeah, but accuracy is really useful.
Yeah, definitely in defense if you want to have him to go and hit those passives. So let's go to the next. We got Theo. And what I want to say to begin off, I actually like the synergy between the two rounds, because what is the problem here is like that two passive you kind of want to get rid of, and here is Wadam that you kind of want to get rid of as well, but you don't have that passive silence on 2 rounds. So I kind of like it. I have thought about changing Wadam to a buff remover, but then I was like, well, that might not actually be that beneficial, because then people can just run super easy tanky Tesari in the first round and do something completely different in the second round. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with how this looks. Like, it's really aggressive, and it's kind of having that safe fall because of Chloe, and the second team is also annoying as fuck.
I think if the first round is pretty fine, it doesn't really depend much on the runes, the offset. But I guess I would rune Theomars for sure on Will. Or no, I would rune them both on Revenge.
Yeah, because then whatever you attack is gonna be annoying.
Yeah, and yeah, Chloe is obviously fast, or you wouldn't put her in without speed lead.
Yeah.
And on the second team, you need will runes for sure, or it gets one shot.
Yeah, you need to get at least will runes of Wadam, and preferable Sierra as well.
At the best on everyone, but
yeah, but yeah, we cannot expect that everyone has that laying around. But Wadam needs that will rune.
I think I would go for something like will on Sierra and Wadam and Nemesis on Chazu.
Yeah.
So if they try to Lucian it or something, Chazu just goes in between.
Yeah, that's actually a very good offset for Chazu there. I think it's overall.
And it's good for his raids as well.
Yeah.
So I would prefer that.
But the setups are there. It's just now like more on the runes and how you rune them up.
The setup is great, to be honest. He has the offensive defense units.
Yeah, oh man, those Sierra defenses, I fuck up against those a lot. Think I'm gonna start avoiding them a bit more. So, Jack on the Rocks. Let's see. We have Theomars, Babetta, and Chazu. Like, it's really... I don't know how good that is, to be honest. Because it's kinda good on like support. It has heavy support, but can the... I don't know what to think about the defense. The second one I like really a lot, because there's like buff removal, stun, and defense break, even heal debuff and high damage from Camilla, and nothing is easy to kill. But the first one I just don't know. Like it looks good, but I don't know how good it actually is.
I don't like it, to be honest. I think there is not enough defense break.
Yeah.
I mean, beta is annoying, but it would be much more annoying if you say there's something in like the Jultan, or well, you have the Jultan in the second one, or you could use a Darien.
I think
Darien is even the best choice.
Yeah, maybe replacing Chazu with like Darien. I mean, even though Chazu and Theomars works nice together, it's just like Darien is making the setup tanky. Plus Babetta with the immunity, you kind of save on Theomars, plus the armor breaks and stuff is really handy. So something like a fast, well, you want to have a fast Darien, I guess, depending on the speed of Theomars.
Yeah, the Darien needs to be a bit faster than Theomars, and I would run him like usual, just Violent Revenge and Theomars as well.
Yeah, that's an option.
And better on Will.
And otherwise he could even run a Paladin, but that's like less DPS, but it is easier to get up to the same speed. Because Darien is pretty hard to get that high and have high health.
Yeah, he could do that as well, but I like Darien more because he makes the other two more tanky.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that Darien does feel like the better option. It's just harder to make it work.
and I think the second one is good. Yeah.
Yeah, second one has everything you want. That's like something that can fuck you over pretty easily.
Maybe when it doesn't work that well, maybe change it to Praha lead. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
Probably.
depending on the Prague speed, to be honest, like what you want to. But you can switch out the leads there and see what does better. Overall, second one is good. First one I would replace too soon for like a Bella or a Darien, preferable Darien. Like what do you think if you okay that's a bit different, but what if you put in a what's he called? Jubel. Do you think that's bad or you think that's viable?
I think that's the same defense Wayne had, and we all fucked up.
Yeah, because the reason why I say Jubel is because he's really fast to begin with, and it makes it somewhat easier to like synergize. So that's even an option too, I believe.
He could even do that better because I don't know if he has already built the Jubel, but I think that could be even more annoying because you have Jultan in the second round, so you need like 2 light tankers or something.
Mm. Yeah. And a provoke and armor break from Jubel are pretty good.
I mean, Jubel is an option as well. Yeah, that's true.
Well, he has some options, but definitely the first round can have some big improvements.
But I would really prefer Vagabond. Light or dark is probably both good, but I would prefer a Vagabond for sure.
Yeah, it does a lot more damage as well.
Yep.
Okay, Levelinato. So, honestly, his first defense, I'm like, okay, that's pretty decent. There's attack gauge boost with some buff removal with some luck. If he gets outspeed with Orion, he can fuck something up. But his second defense, I'm like, I don't know. It feels, I mean, it's tanky, but it's so slow. I believe it's super slow.
I have another opinion in in the first team.
Sure, go ahead.
I think the first team is shit.
Yeah, you're thinking you can YOLO that easily, maybe.
Yeah, you can just outspeed the Orion easy because there's no speed lead. I think to make both these defenses working, just change Theomars and Jultan.
Yeah, so here you will get the speed lead, which makes it harder to outspeed an Orion.
And gets more damage in the second turn.
As well, that, yeah. And then, but do you Theomars retouch Chloe? Like, I don't know if that now, it's not terrible, but it does feel kinda slow or something. It's and
well,
besides that, Theomars like is gonna be like usually Theomars is runed fast, and usually retouch isn't able to go that fast. So it's also not that that is a huge problem, but
the thing is, both of them do damage, and both of them can prepare for each other. So even either Theomars does the defense break or retouch, the other one will deal a lot of damage.
that's true.
The only thing I would do is probably put Theomars on Will and do that Chloe really fast because they will go for Theomars.
Definitely.
If your Chloe's fast enough, you could go for Revenge.
Yeah.
That would mean like 150 plus or something.
But I actually like now you said it about this first defense. I do agree. Like I would run a YOLO setup that outspeeds his Orion by using the speed lead, and just do well. For me, it would be Poseidon that fucks him over. But yeah,
yeah, and then the other thing I would say is put Perna. I would say put Theomars on Revenge and Perna on Will.
yeah. So first round Jultan, Perna on Will, and Orion fast and also on Will.
Yep.
And then second round, just Revenge, both on Revenge, I guess.
Yeah, both on Revenge and Chloe on Will.
Yeah. Goes without saying, right? Chloe on Will.
Yeah, that should be the case. if he gets her to like 150 or something, then you could even go without Will if you get her that fast.
Yeah, but I don't. I think that's like it's easier to put in a wheel set than getting that fast because you often don't run Chloe with like the best speed runes you have.
Yeah, and that, but everyone knows that, so they don't think she has that much speed.
Yeah,
That
that's true.
that's why you can go without the will set if she's like 150 plus.
So we are at Rufus, the pretty new member, by the way.
Ryu Welles.
Yeah, Ruvelis, pretty new member. So let's see. Um, it's. I mean, it can get kills. I mean, it's fast. It has the attack edge buff with a chance of removal. Then we have an attack buff and defense break, and then Theo must rape something. Probably gets a kill. But
The first one is a party for my Leo.
yeah, for you it is. But Leo is something that does not, like, not everyone has it, I guess.
But it's also a party for something like Galleon, Bernard, and Lucian.
Yeah, anything that outspeeds this, which is very possible, because Orion usually
I
doesn't
mean,
outspeed.
I mean, a Lucian just rapes through it.
Yeah.
One Lucian and the team is done.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's. I get his idea, but as soon as someone outspeeds you, and I know a lot of people will outspeed you, for example, a lot of people in Ares and Noviak will just outspeed that. Maybe in the lower ranks that might not be the case, but.
I mean, I like the second team. The second team is pretty good. I would just say, like before, the Monkey King on Revenge and Theomars on. Wait a moment. Okay, I got an idea. Just switch out Theomars for Camila.
Yeah.
Just switch them around, and then put Theomars and the monkey on Revenge and Chazu on Will. Then
Yeah.
the second team will work, and put Camilla in the first one. Because when they try to Lucian it and they can't kill the Camilla will rape them all.
I would, if he would do that, I would make Galleon like a tank Galleon as well. So when they try to Lucian it, they can't kill Galleon, nor like I would just make that a tanky setup. Like obviously Camilla doesn't have to be a tank, but Orion and Galleon, if they have a high enough health pool where they can kind of survive one amputation magic, they can they can fuck it over.
That means like over 30,000.
Yeah, but that's doable, man. That's not
Yeah.
insane. That's just doable.
Camila doesn't need that though, but
No, Camilla just should be damaged because he doesn't die of the Lucian attack regardless. She will have, well, she needs some base health, but she will have
yeah,
that.
she needs about 20.
Yeah. So yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, Camila on Nemesis or even on Revenge for that setup.
Yeah, if you can get that offset.
Orion on Will to prevent the Leos from happening.
Yeah, Orion definitely on Will. Preferable fast Will. Doesn't have to be violent, but always a nice bonus. Galleon just tanky and maybe even run shield runes on him. That could.
Yeah, you could try shield or Revenge.
Yeah. And then Theomars to that team on Revenge, Monkey on Revenge, Jasoon on Will. Overall pretty good, but again, I think that works better if you switch it around in need. Then we have Bella. I don't like the first team at all. Doesn't seem to do much. It's double water and a fire unit, so it's kind of easy to go YOLO on it. On the second team, there's no damage really. Like, you have the right elements, but there's like nothing's gonna kill anything. Besides, like if they get a lot of stuns, they could get a kill, but most of the time it won't happen. So I would probably say I would probably like change this to something where there's an attack gauge booster and, for example, Theomars, so that the second round has a damage dealer in the form of Theomars, and it has a attack gauge booster, so people move quickly. And then will on both the attack gauge booster and Pra probably. The first one I'm not sure what I would do there, but how I would attack it is just take a buff remover and, well, I don't know, Katerina it or copper it even, or just do illusion or whatever, like just some wind DPS to take it out. I would probably just copper that. It's like easy to kill Theomars as well, because there's no, besides the hug and immunity, like when he's low health he won't get healed up.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So maybe just soon, if you have him, her,
She has her.
might be better to pair up. But I would just I would make one round which is Theomars, Pra, and an attack edge buffer, or a speed leader to make Pra fast enough. But attack edge buffer sounds better. And then the second round I would just try something else out. Don't know if you have a different opinion on what I just said.
I kind of like Theomars and Chandra together, when I'm honest.
I
Because
don't
they-
know, yeah.
Because they kind of have to go for Chandra. The thing
Oh,
is,
yeah, true.
if it's a bit fucked up, like it's a bit hard to do, but I think it could be fun. Let's say just look at the first team and you think it's pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
But when I look at the first team, I say, okay, let's say I bring Theomars, Bella, and something to protect me like Delphoy or Chazu.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? I go in, Chloe buffs shield. I remove the shield from Theomars, get a violent proc and defense break him, right?
Okay, yeah.
Then I buff attack, and then Chandra hacks him.
Yeah.
And then I'm fucked. Because the Theomars is fucking slow, that means he deals a lot of damage.
But yeah, okay. If you
And
go
he's
again, if you do that, that could be fucked up. Oh, Jesus, I get called. Just a second. Bam.
Okay, and I will probably remove Chloe in that setup.
What would you replace Chloe for then?
For Chazu just.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, then you can heal up.
Because then you could make it different. I explained it with the Chloe buff, but that could work as well with just Will on Theomars.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think she has Will on Theomars. So that would mean they remove the immunity, but Theomars is slow. So he doesn't go before someone, so they have to remove it.
Yeah.
Chloe, the Chazu buffs, and when Theomars got damaged somehow or procced into the shield, Chandra will hack him, and he will be safe, and Bella will be on cooldown.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's actually definitely a big help. So just soon, because the Hawk protects just Theomars, and then he also get healed up, and by the time they got him to die closely again.
Yeah, he probably has killed one or two.
Yeah, exactly. And then on the second one, I would definitely, like, okay, if you don't use Theomars, just put some other, like, there needs to be a threat. There's just no threat right now. Like, the stuns And the armor break, I mean,
She has a Cyrus, Blackie.
oh, why not? Why not? I don't know how you ruined Cyrus, Bella, but why don't you run a hybrid or tanky Cyrus and just go Pra Pheromos Cyrus?
I think it's damage.
Now that's kind of like, that's the thing, right? If it's not, if it's damage, it's a lot less good.
But she could keep it on damage and just use something like Praha lead Cyrus Bernard.
Yeah, definitely that can work. I would try that, to be honest, because that is a lot more chance to get at least a kill. Which will make it harder for people. Because if they get fucked over by the Cyrus, it's definitely, you can try that, definitely. Right now there's no thread, so I would just try to get a thread in to make that work.
So the first team, Theomars on Will, Chandra on Revenge.
Yeah, and it's just soon.
On Will as well.
Yeah.
Or it's too easy to bomb or just try to Lucian or something. Well, Lucian is possible, but there will be a Chandra left and Theomars left, so
yeah, definitely. Well,
and
just soon might survive even.
And why a slow Theomars is good in there as well is even when the enemy is speedy, Chandra will slow them.
Yeah, true. And then the second team, well, since you have Cyrus, try out Cyrus, Bra, and a attackage buffer like Bernard. Then and just try it out. Let's see what happens, because you can play around with that. Try different sort of offensive units there.
And why I say Praha lead is because of some people which have Leos.
Yeah, so you resist.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyrus lead is not necessary anyways. Like, it's better that he moves than that he doesn't move at all.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Let's go to the next, to Denzel. So first team, it's just YOLO once again, and it can work if his Bernard is fast enough. But I mean, I have nothing against it.
I like it, but I would like Galleon and Will.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Then it's decent.
Kinda has to be on Will, to be honest. Second team is actually pretty annoying.
Yeah, I like his teams.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Not too much to say about it.
Well, Praha probably on, I don't know, Despair, but probably Will.
Yeah, the thing is with defense, you kind of want Will quickly.
Yeah,
but Nemesis is also an option for Pra, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, the Chandra should be on Revenge.
Yeah.
And
so
Jubel as well.
Yeah, definitely Violent Revenge on Jubel, and then just before Chandra.
But I like his teams.
Yeah, me too. Nothing to add to that, really.
If they are run good, he should get some wins.
Now we got Who the 5 boss, and he made some new defenses.
I made him the second team. The second team is cool.
Yeah.
It worked earlier. I don't know how it does now.
So how does it work though? Because how do you get the kills? Because isn't like immunity or a cleanse really annoying for that team?
The thing is, the team just annoys you because everything is hard to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And Veramos, you know that Veramos with a speed lead does damage.
Yeah, that's true.
And the thing is, I think he got some decent crit rate, so it would mean that Galleon AoE defense breaks them, and Veramos jumps and stuns people and does damage because he's fast and has some crit rate, so the second skill does damage as well.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And when they try to kill something, which all of them are tanky, then just Eladriel heals them up and revives them and shit. So it's like just annoying, but
well, I haven't watched this roster, so I'll say God damn it, I failed my run. I would say let's just watch that later on and just leave it. But about the first team, do you think? I think it's pretty tanky, so it can definitely get some turns. But I wonder what this Chloe is like, because maybe running her on Violent in that setup would be pretty cool, pretty good. Because you have the speed lead, so you're probably gonna be able to, even on Violent, put up that shield. Besides that, nobody's gonna wombo this team very easily.
Yeah, I would change one thing in his defense. Since I know Hugo has a Sierra, I would remove Jultan for a Sierra.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because he has a higher speed lead then for the Chloe. And you got the defense break already from Ritesh, so you don't need Jultan really.
Yeah, that could work. And then build Sierra.
Violent Revenge. Attack, crit damage attack, just like an attacker.
Why? Wait, crit damage isn't like her bomb not benefiting from that at all?
Yeah, not her bomb, but the first skill does and the last skill does.
Yeah, still, but the bomb is really. I would actually just go triple attack, but that's my opinion. Or even 1 HP rune to make it more tanky. Because her bombs does do quite a lot of damage even without.
The thing is, for me, there are like two ways. Either crit damage or even crit rate. Because she will move a lot more if she crits.
Yeah, that I can agree to. But crit damage is. I wouldn't do it. But yeah, that's my opinion. But yeah, definitely, like, if you had that Ciara, man, I know you have it, so I would definitely build something with her. You could even, I don't know if he has a good AoE buff remover, but
I don't think so.
If he gets that, then plus Ciara and some kind of healer, that's just too good. Or attack booster. But yeah, overall, just put in Ciara to get more speed and probably more threats as well. And then this team, I think it actually, I don't know how it performs right now. It seems a bit awkward, but that might actually be a benefit as well. So people don't expect it. Let's go to Chokazu.
Yeah, I don't talk about that.
Now, let's talk about it in a way. Like, what is your plan? Like, just say round 1, round 2. What is the plan you have? How are you gonna?
Well, the first round is clear. I just want to outspeed them and one shot them, or one shot at least one.
Okay, but don't you think because you don't run a speed lead, you're not gonna get the outspeeding unless they don't want to outspeed you?
Well, it's possible, but my Bernard is pretty fast.
Okay.
Plus 166. It's not that good, but it's okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can't really go for. I tried out to use Galleon, Leader,
Mm-hmm.
Theomars, and Bernard, but that didn't work that much, that good. So
Okay.
I changed it back to Chazoon. To be honest, the first team is that team that loses right now. The second team is pretty awesome.
Yeah, the second team, I mean, I really like the team as well. It's really annoying, and actually has some good kill potential. But the first team, because you don't run a speed lead, and your Bernard, like, it's not super fast. It's like decent. People will be able to outspeed that without too much effort if they use a speed lead. So that's why I don't really like the first team as much. I think you are not able to outspeed them with this how you run it right now.
Well, I mean, you know my stuff. You could tell me.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of hard to think out of my top of my head to improve it. But I definitely think, like, we definitely should look at your monsters later on and just see like what we can do.
To explain the second round, Ariel is on Nemesis.
Yeah.
Orion is pretty fast on Violent. So he has like plus 136 speed on violent. And Leo is on damage. Just attack, crit damage, attack. With
Yeah.
some HP subs. So what happens? Leo goes first, obviously. And then if I decrease the enemy bar buffer or something, then my Orion should go first. If not, it's still an option that Orion goes first because he's pretty fast.
Yeah.
They can't Lucian it that well because my Ariel has about 30k HP and is lead.
Yeah, and so your Orion also has quite a bit of health.
I need to fix some units to get Orion better HP, but that should be easy to get.
Oh.
Yeah, and the thing is, the team just makes it pretty annoying because Ariel Nemesis, so if they attack him, he just goes much more and removes their buffs, and Orion removes buffs as well, and stuns them, and defense breaks, and heal disturbs them.
Yeah, I like the team. It has a lot of like, it has a lot of stuff in it that really works well. So I really like it.
I mean, I have Triton laying around. I could use Triton for the first turn, kind of.
Yeah, but Ariel makes it. You mean for the first round?
For the first round, yes.
Yeah, well, I think we can better just talk about that after the video and just see what we have in units and stuff, because then we have to look a bit more in depth.
I know that I have to change something, but you know that I had the team with Orion before.
Yeah, I know.
That was working pretty good, but then it stopped working since the raid because the people were faster and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought I'd just change everything and try it out again. And now the second team is winning and the first team is not.
That's to be honest, it's not bad. It's just like it's pretty hard to make 2 solid rounds. So we have Duru Senpai. First round is actually pretty annoying, but I'm not 100% sure if he runs his Wadam on will and his Theo Mars on will, because that would make it a lot stronger.
I think Wadam is on 100% resistance.
Oh yeah, that works as well.
And his Chazu is on 100% as resistance as well.
Yeah, so basically Theo Mars, if he puts that on will, then it's pretty sick.
That could be good, yeah. I don't know if he's on will or revenge or something, but I like the first round better than the second.
The second, I don't like the Vermos in there. It doesn't really feel like it does anything there. I would rather go with something.
I would just use his Kumar, man. He got a Kumar.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's pretty new for him though. Like that's probably why it's not in there yet. But yeah. Kumar, Orion, Perna is like a lot stronger. Definitely. Yeah. So that then he will have 2 pretty good rounds.
But then he needs will runes on Orion, but I think they are will runes on there.
Yeah, I think he has will runes on Orion, so that should be fine.
Yeah, Perna could be cool on will runes as well.
That would actually help.
I know it's pretty hard to put a Perna on will runes, but
yeah, I know. I mean, but it's an option at least. I mean, if you can get that, it would be perfect. So yeah, just replace Vermus for that Kumar. Let's see, lemon curry. So, actually his first round, I don't know the exact speeds of them, but it has everything you want. Except for an attack gauge booster, but he has stun. So, I would not say it's bad at all.
Nah, the first one is pretty good. And I like the resistance lead.
Yeah. The second one, if people put in a Chloe against that, which they will because they won't use it in the first round, it's like kind of over. Like you're just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna use Galleon's last skill time to loot, nothing is happening, and Perna will maybe get a turn or proc and then nothing happens, and then people try to kill off Perna.
Yeah, you can just wait in your own shield.
Yeah, so that's something that I don't agree with. If you use Galleon and Perna, the last unit needs to be an AoE buff remover or an attack edge booster to make it that you go first, or that when you go that the attack edge or the shields are gone. So I would change that. I would probably just completely change that, where maybe even be a bit more like tanky or something. Go with Bella.
I don't know if he has a Theo Mars.
I don't know either. I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Otherwise, you could do Theo Mars, Perna, and maybe then Chloe makes more sense as well, but because then you just make Theo and Perna slow.
Yeah, really slow and on will.
Yeah, then it makes sense, but now it doesn't. So you could, yeah, he needs to check out, but Galleon, Perna, Chloe doesn't work for sure. That's just because everyone will put in a Chloe there and will just wait it out. And the thing is, because you have a speed lead, you will probably outspeed their DPSs if they pick their correct DPSs, obviously.
And I would probably go for Praha on revenge runes.
Yeah, so she get more turns.
And she can stun more often.
Yep.
Because she's probably on despair. And I think Vermos is pretty good on Nemesis, but he's probably on Nemesis.
Yeah.
He just gets more stuns, and that's what that team needs, kind of.
True. Okay, next team, Mark. He is pretty new as well to the guild.
I like them both.
Yeah, the first one is fucking amazing, which nobody besides Novia can run, but and the second one is pretty sick as well. Like, it's horrible to face. Fast Babetta with the speed lead. Everyone is immune, doesn't get much damage. Yeah, that's just good. Nothing to say about it. He probably needs to focus on getting his runes like higher.
Blackie, I have to tell you now, or everyone will laugh at you again.
What did I do?
It's better, man.
Better.
It's not better.
Oh, it's better. Okay, guys, it's better. Next team, Yuki.
Or everyone makes the EDCB joke again.
Oh my god, YDCB. Well, I even catched YDCB with it. That I was yee DCB. So nice. So, Yuki, first round. You know why I don't understand Bella in the first round that much. I'd rather see an attack edge booster than Bella. That would make the comp a lot stronger. I don't know if you have some sort of attack edge booster, but that will make your comp a lot stronger.
Yeah, that comp is just boom.
Well, I just YOLO it. I'll just go speed lead, and just high damage. Then I will kill probably all of them except for Theo.
I would go both teams just to one shot them.
Yeah, first round you can improve that by just putting an attack edge booster instead of Bella. I mean, you have the heal from Pra, so you don't really need Bella in there. The defense break is on Theo Mars. Kinda, he can provide that himself. And maybe your attack edge booster has it as well, since a lot of them do.
But the thing is, the second team, it could work, but it's hard to get it through.
Yeah, I don't like. Is that the wind one?
The wind one sleeps a lot.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, how it could work is when Annabelle moves first and defense breaks everyone. And
Yeah.
Then Hathor sleeps everyone. And Perna is fucking slow.
But
all of them fuck up their turns because they were all asleep.
yeah, true. But Well, first of all, if you want to pull it off, they need to be freaking fast. Second of all, I think people just run a Chloe into that, make sure they kill Perna, and the rest is just
Yeah, that's the thing.
safe.
That's the thing.
So I would definitely suggest doing something else there. They will run a Chloe there, so sure, because the first round has a has a fucking hell, how you call Praha. The second round they will run Chloe. Like you can expect everyone to have a Chloe by now on high end arena Guild Wars. So
I mean, on the second team, I even like more something like, let's say, Veramos and Baladion.
yeah, something like really generic.
Yeah, just say Veramos pretty fast that he maybe can outspeed someone and stun people.
Yeah,
That could even work, and everyone has Veramos and a Baladion. So
I mean we have to like if we want to see a good second round, we have to check his monsters out obviously. But the first round you can improve a lot by just putting an attack gauge booster in. Second round you would this is not going to work at least. Let's say it like that. You will have to figure something out. People run a Chloe in that and they'll be safe taking out your Perna.
I mean, if the Pra and the Annabelle are over 30k HP, then he could even try to use Annabelle in the first one as well, and put everyone on Will.
Possible, but I would personally
I would
prefer
also
attack
Ori
age
at
boost.
4 or something like that. Yes.
Yeah. But let me just quickly go to the bot room, so I'll pause it a bit. Bam. So Alien. I don't dislike his first defense at all. It's pretty good, actually. Buff remover, attack gauge and immunity and kill potential. I think it's pretty good. It's maybe a little slow or something. Nah, not even. All the units are ruined fast often. Second defense. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like Bella in there or not. Maybe a little unnecessary. Not. I mean, you do need a healer, but you don't really need the armor break. Siege is good though.
It's a bit low on damage.
Yeah, just the monkey.
Because just the monkey is like usually not enough without violent procs.
Maybe he needs to go more aggressive in the second round.
Yeah, I would like that. I would like to see it more aggressive. I don't know which unit he has as well, but I don't know. Maybe even something like, let's say, Darien or Jabal again, or what could work as well.
Without a healer then?
You know what could be pretty cool? Something like a Fedora.
Yeah, but that's pretty. I mean, it's interesting, but you don't have a healer, like at all, so you can grind it down.
True, I didn't thought about that.
I don't know. I really don't know what you should put in because I don't know your monsters out of my head. But I do see a monkey. I do see Orion. I just think you need to kind of make it more aggressive, and I think you have options to make it more aggressive because often the monkey alone isn't gonna do it.
I don't know if he has a galleon. That could be an option.
That he goes YOLO. Yeah, that's an option.
That he goes galleon lead.
Yeah. Well, I think we have to. To be honest, it's not like. I think he has plenty of options. I think a bit more aggression would be more successful than what he has in now.
He could even go for Chazu.
Yeah, because then you have an attack buff as well. That actually I thought about that as well, because that will make you have more damage. Yes, I think he has good options. So with the units he has, so I would just.
I like the first team. I mean, just two things or three things that you have to think about when you use that defense. I would probably go for Theomars and the Archangel on crit damage.
Yeah.
and put Velajul on will.
Yeah, but Velagil has to be on will. That's a given.
Yeah, but I would use him on crit damage as well because, well, then it's more.
More threats. I would have done that as well. So both.
And Timor's on will, on revenge.
Yeah, revenge, and he is on will. She is on despair. I would say even nemesis. And then just crit damage on Velagil. That would work. And the second round we have to.
I mean, just get Velajul to about, I don't know, 20. Okay, maybe even 18 and get 20 with the towers and stuff. I don't know how far his towers are, because you need the defense, you need the crit damage, you need the speed. So I mean, HP is important, but when you focus on Velajul and he gets defense broken, he dies anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. I like that as well.
I mean, you can even Lucian Velajuls usually.
Yeah.
So that's not the thing to give him like a lot of HP.
True. So let's go to the next one. Holy fuck. First one I like. I fought it. It's so annoying. I wouldn't change it. Second one, I don't know what the light Joker does.
I know, but tell me what you think about it.
There's a Ciara, so that's good. I don't understand Iona in there as much, because the light Joker is really tanky. I know he built him really tanky, but I feel like a buff remover there would fit in way better than
Yeah, the light Joker.
light Joker. Is he?
He is a buff remover.
Oh wait, then is he? Wow, what the fuck? I didn't know what he did. Let me quickly go.
The passive from the light Joker is remover buff with every attack.
Ah.
Like the light brownie.
Hmm.
That means that his boxes remove buffs as well.
Okay, then it's actually really sneaky. I like it then. Then it's really fun, to be honest. I want to see how that does, because I haven't seen his record yet. I will check that out.
I mean, just some stuff to what's needed is like will runes on Sierra and the Joker.
Yeah.
And Nemesis on Iona maybe.
Yeah.
Damage with will runes and.
Yeah. So basically, first round,
First round Theomars on revenge and Eladriel on revenge. That's what I would do.
Yeah, and Velagil on crit damage, will, violent, obviously. Second round, you want to have Ciara. Probably, well, you don't need it on will, but it would benefit you quite a bit. And then Nemesis on Iona, probably. That's fun. I'm gonna check his record out after this. Let's go to the next. Hey, that's me. So I'll let you talk because, well, I will tell you. Well, you know the first one, what it does. Like, it's just.
The first one's good, yeah. I know that.
The second one, I have no clue what. Like, I've put this in, it did actually get a win or two, but. I don't know. I need to find something. I know Jolton is good. I know Kona can be good. Nowadays he's pretty fast, so I kinda like him, but I have so no clue what to get in there. I might be better off with putting a YOLO comp in, but the problem is I did that with Tiana, for example, but then it kind of fucked up. But I think I can better use Aquilia and then YOLO something. But I need a super fast attack edge booster, which I don't really have.
Blackie, you got something like a tanky attacker?
Let me think. Do I have a tanky attacker? Well, Vermos is pretty tanky and can do some damage when there's an armor break. He can do like 10k hits.
Okay, is your Galleon?
He's will double shield. I don't know if he's faster than my current Vermos. I have to check up on that. What would you do then? Galleon, Vermos? What else?
Chazu probably.
Yeah, my Jasoon will be the slowest though. That could work. I mean,
but you don't need the Chazu since you have the attack buff already. You could even use something like Chloe or what else?
I think Chloe is not a bad idea because she's pretty fast. I made her pretty fast compared to normal Chloe's. She's a lot faster than what you used to see at least.
Yeah, with Galleon she will be faster.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. So Galleon, Chloe, and Vermos. See what happens. Because I made Vermos quite strong, and
I mean, a reviver would be awesome, but yeah, your Iona needs to be on the first one.
Well, I was thinking like Aquilia is actually pretty strong right now. The way she's ruined, so Aquilia would maybe be an option as well. Vermos, Aquilia, but then I don't have Death Break, which like I could put in Bella, I guess, but she's too slow, Bella. I'll after the video I'll talk to you about your dance and mine.
Yeah, we check our depths out after.
Okay, Boing Doing. I dislike his first one so much because Akamamir can't kill shit on AI. I mean, his AI is just stupid. He just does whatever. Half of the time he doesn't do the thing he needs to do. I know there are people running this with another DPSer, which is I would just replace Akamamir for another DPSer, and then I think it's a decent YOLO comp if your Bernard is fast enough. But that's my opinion. Second one is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like the second. We had the second round on Duru.
Yeah. I just dislike Akamamir. Like, it's a wind DPS unit that doesn't ignore defense, and his AI, he often doesn't do his last kill on the right time. So I would definitely just put in something more reliable as a DPS. Like, people use a Theo Mars or have used well, Bethany is not something everyone has, but they're all like single target kind of units, but they actually get the kill for sure, while Akamamir probably won't. And he's probably not even 100% crit. Well, I don't know that, but if he's not 100% crit, he's also going to fail killing something with his AoE. It's just me, but Akamamir is not something I would put in the defense.
Yeah, me neither. But what could be a way? I think there's the Vermos way again, I guess.
It's an option, but
I don't know what.
Maybe he has another strong single target or AoE nuker. I don't know, because that actually could work as well. I would, yeah. We'll have to see what he has exactly, but definitely try to change the Akamamir. I'm pretty sure you don't get that many wins on that round.
When I'm honest, I would like to try to change the Bernard as well, because I still think that Bernards often don't do their shit.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, for this to work, you need pretty godly runes on Bernard, which I don't think you have those godly runes on Bernard. I mean, no offense or anything, but I just think you're not having a 280 Bernard on without speed lead and all that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
And if he's just 260 or 265, it's gonna be like a lot of people gonna outspeed you that attack us quite regularly. So the second round is really nice. First round I would try to find something else. Although I do understand why he did it, but Sora. He just put all his net 5s in his second round, what?
Yeah, it's strange.
Both are strange. Like the first one doesn't feel.
Mm.
I could copper that, or I know there's a Belladon, but he fucks up most of the time anyways.
Yeah.
You could Katerina that. You could Lucian that. You could do a lot of things. You just yeah.
I think Sora has a Chazoon. I'm not sure, but I think he has.
Well,
Right?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think he does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure actually he does.
Why not just use the monkey on the first one, put a Chazoon in there, and put Veramos in the second turn, and just live with that.
Well, Theomars. Then you mean Theomars, Monkey, and Sassoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. I would like that because that's pretty high on threat.
I think we had that.
Yeah, we have had that before. You could also try Theomars, Perna, and something.
Yeah, but the monkey alone isn't the threat,
No.
really. That's why I like to put him to someone else because he protects everyone as well.
Yeah. I want to see his luck because I have no idea how he does, but I think he can make better rounds.
Yeah, and for the second one, he can just go Veramos, Annabelle, Perna.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
already.
you have no buff removal there then, but it could be annoying.
He won't have it here either because he's running too soon. Monkey and Theomars, but that's just a tanky setup with a lot of skill potential. I don't know if he has a buff remover AoE. That's
Yeah, they're kind of rare.
yeah. I mean right now I believe these both defenses won't work that well because people will kill Perna second round and then even though there's a monkey, if you have immunity, they will be safe from armor breaks and will survive the monkey.
I
First
think
round is just slow.
Monkey and Perna is a bit tricky because you usually use a Theomars for Perna,
Yeah, that's true. I can see that.
but I kind of like Theomars and Monkey more because it's hard to kill the monkey, it's hard to kill the Theomars, and when you put Chazoon in there as well, it's hard to kill a Chazoon.
Yeah,
That means just the both attackers on Revenge again and Chazoon on Will probably, and you're fine.
yeah, exactly. Let's continue to Blazer.
The second one is sick.
The second one is fucking OP. First one, not so much OP.
But the first one could be decent with just remove Veramos for a Jubel, something.
Yeah, that would probably be better already. I mean, Vermos and Chloe is kind of unnecessary.
I think I saw that team a lot earlier. I mean, now it's like not that common anymore, but I saw it earlier with a Camila, but it work with Theomars as well.
Yeah,
Like, and I think that will work.
but I would put in that Jubel or yeah, or that Darien.
Yeah, Jubel would be best, I think, but Darien could work or will work as well.
Yeah, Jubel is often a bit faster to begin with and it provokes really nice. Plus the dark fact that will be annoying because people won't be able to bring Bella that easily.
Yeah, on the second round, he just needs a fast Orion on Will Wounds and
Yep.
Sierra on Will Wounds, and then he's fine.
Definitely a Nemesis on Pra to be more of a dick. And then Yehoo!
I think he has a pretty good defense.
I think both are really strong.
What the? Yeah, they are. I think we don't have to talk about it.
No, I think we'll leave that for what it looks like. Doctor Who.
I saw that Pat has a pretty good success. I don't know.
He's
He
not on
does-
defense though. To the like he put himself out. I don't know why he did that. Although his teams look fine. This is pretty annoying to kill. And this is like fast Orient can get really annoying.
I don't like it that much.
Nah, I mean, it's not having any kind of endurance, so it will
I was
die if it doesn't kill.
why didn't he use it like Orient in the first one and Velagil in the second?
Good question why he didn't, but I don't know. I mean, they kind of do the same, but he probably wants to clear any kind of oblivion of Theomars, or I don't know, or any kind of stupid debuffs, so he can do maximum damage. While here he's just banking on getting that first turn and getting an armor break.
His Orient isn't fast enough.
Yeah, that is a problem then. I think his second round is not gonna work to that extent. He could even like pair up Velagil and Burna plus something like maybe Belladon. Might not even be that bad actually, because you have a high health then on the fire units, and Belladon can get you that C/armor break. I'm not sure if Belladon is the best way to go there, but I think you can make a better team. And then you can switch Orient to here. Possibly.
Yeah, you need the right runes then, but
if you would do Velagil, Perna, Belladon, just put Belladon on like Will, and then
or Revenge.
Or Revenge, yeah. And Velagil on Will, definitely with crit damage, because you just want to have as much damage output.
Needs to be on Will as well.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to rune though then. And if you run Orient in the first round, then you kinda want Theomars to be on Will, because otherwise you won't have any clans, so you need to force them to take a buff remover.
Yeah, in a perfect world, you want a Theomars and Orient on Will and Chazu Nemesis.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be hard for him to rune up if he can do that. I don't know. Daddy Tex is actually, he is thinking of quitting the game, by the way.
Yeah, he said something like that it's not fun and stuff.
Yeah, well, he hasn't been playing at all lately. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. But I actually don't think it's really valuable to talk about his team right now, because I know he's not gonna be playing a lot lately, so he's not gonna watch this anyways. And well, I do think we could build something else for him.
Yeah, I know.
I have the access to the account as well, so if we want to use him for defense, we can definitely check that out. But I think he was the last one as well. Yeah. So we went through all the players. I think we had some defenses that were really nice, some that were like definitely room for improvement. So I hope that everyone that watches this learned something from it, but also the members, like our guildmates. I hope you guys take this criticism in a good way, like it's feedback, how we think, how we view it. I mean, we gonna disagree, but let's talk about it, you know? Let's see if we can improve, because we need to improve our defense.
And when some people from the guild just disagree with us, just say something and write us what you think, what could be better and stuff.
Yeah, exactly, because we're just trying to improve by looking at it and thinking how we would adjust it, or I mean, you might disagree and you're like, but no, there's like a better way, and you can tell us, because we might agree, but we just try to improve, and this is like kind of our way to do that, just give our opinion. So if you think you got bad advice from us, let us know, and let's see what you come up with. So I guess thank you all for watching, and hope everyone grows from this. And make sure to check out Chokazu's YouTube channel.
Oh, Thank you, Blackie.
Or watch his streams on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, 15 o'clock.
Gotta be German though, unless I'm in there, he might talk English. Nah, but yeah, thanks Chokusu for helping me out. Always good to have a second opinion. And yeah, let's see if we can make this a stronger defense.
Yeah, I hope so.
So let's say goodbye.
Yeah, bye guys.
See you guys.